YouTube channel or something?
Somewhere like that. Just for myself.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number?
Why?
You just came up to me. If you don't want to give me your name and badge number, I don't want to talk. I'm just recording. Have a good day. No, I'm just taking some video, working on a story here, a little investigation on the building.
On the building?
Yeah, it's on the building.
Yeah, I think somebody's coming out to talk to us, so I'm sure.
Yeah, but
they'll be happy to-
I really don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to record, and that's it. To be honest,
You don't private property, man. This is a school.
this is a school.
Yeah, this is a school where you have kids going
It's
to
part of the
academy.
school district, yeah.
Okay, so isn't this where you guys train?
Yeah, it's part of the school district.
Yeah. So this is not the school though.
This is
Specifically,
this is-
is there kids here?
the school. Yes,
There's kids here
they are students here.
in this building.
Yes.
So where's this? Where's the I don't know. Where's this? Elementary, high school? Isn't this
right up front? Public
Yeah.
service.
Yeah, public service. Does it say school?
It's a public service academy. Academy is a school.
Yeah, for you guys, not. How old are the kids here?
There are people of all ages here.
Yeah. So, I have a right to record here. This is not like elementary or high school. I did my research. I'm just taking video, and that's all I'm doing.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go. What's you guys? What's your name?
Me? My name is Instructor Mohawk.
Cool. Nice to meet you. Why don't you give me your name, man?
You don't need to.
Yes, they do. They're public employees.
no.
They're public servants. No, I don't want to. Yeah, how you doing, sir?
How you doing? What can I do for you?
No, I'm just taking some video here.
Okay, you have to get off the property. This is not open to the public. School
Why
property.
is it? Okay, I will. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, though.
Okay, get off the property, sir.
I'm going right now.
You're subject to arrest.
All right, I'm going right now. But where is it? Does the signs go?
It
You want to
doesn't
walk
matter.
with me?
You're on school property. Get off the property.
Yeah, but the school. This is not.
Get
This
off
is not.
the
I did
get
my
off the
research. I'm
property.
going.
Get off the property.
Look, I'm walking.
I do know. I'm a reserve deputy for sheriff's office.
That's fine. I'm walking. Why is there no signs though?
Sir, what you're doing is
I'm just
you're
recording.
instigating something. I'm just letting you know.
No, I'm not.
Get off the property. You come
Look,
back on the property.
I'm
you're
walking.
Going to jail.
I'm walking back.
Okay, just telling you.
So this isn't
Going to jail.
this where you guys
this
train?
This is a Lee County School District building. You are not
Dude,
allowed just to walk
it's not
in.
an elementary school or high school.
It is still part of the Lee County School District.
All right, I'm walking up.
Okay.
Where's the signs that says no restricted
Did
signs?
anyone ask for an ID off of him?
No, I'm not. I don't have ID.
Okay.
I didn't commit a crime
Come
though.
back. So, this is
What's your name?
Hang on a second. Stay here.
No. Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
Okay.
I'm walking out.
Fort Myers PD will meet you here in a minute.
Am I being detained? Because I'm walking out. There's no signs here.
Go ahead. Go out.
I am.
You come back on the property, you're going to jail.
Yeah. What's your name and badge
Ma'am.
number though?
My name is Todd Everett. I'm the director of the academy.
All right, cool. What's your name and badge numbers? All of you?
Don't worry about it.
You guys are coming over here trying to intimidate me. All right. Where do you want me to stand at?
You have to stand off the road. If you're impeding the road, then
No. So what? You want me to go across the street?
Sure.
All right. You're not gonna give me your name and badge number? Nah. You don't have to. I'll find out. I got you on camera. You guys are tyrants. There's no freaking signs here at all. Bro, I really don't want to talk to nobody. I'm just recording. I'm just recording.
All right, but what were you doing inside?
What begins as a quiet recording session outside a public service academy quickly transforms into a tense constitutional confrontation. A man with a camera casually documents the building, claiming he is working on a story and conducting an investigation related to the property. At first, the interaction appears harmless. Staff members approach him with questions, asking why he is filming and whether he operates a YouTube channel. The cameraman immediately asks for names and badge numbers, signaling that he understands public accountability. Tension rises when officials insist the property belongs to the school district and contains students. The man counters that this is not a traditional elementary or high school and argues that he researched the property beforehand. Although he repeatedly states he only wants to record peacefully, multiple employees and officers begin surrounding him, turning a simple encounter into an escalating dispute over access, authority, and constitutional rights.
Okay, see that open gate? There's no signs there. I've done my research. Just gonna take video of the building, not coming inside. I know. I've done my
They
research.
saw you inside of the gates.
Yeah, I was in the parking lot. Of course, there's no signs. There should be restricted signs there. And then they told me to leave. I walked out. They all walked out with me. That's it. It's all right. I go, all right. They go, you need to leave now. No problem. I started walking out. That's all I did. And I standing on the sidewalk, finished recording my side of the building here and here, and I was gonna bounce. That's all. That's all I'm doing.
All right, you have your ID?
For what?
I'm just gonna trespass you from the property.
No.
They don't want you back over there.
That's fine. What's your name and badge number, man?
Officer Tom, badge number 736.
Do you know how the ID law works of the trespassing?
Yeah, I'm just asking you for your ID.
If you're asking, I'm declining.
Okay.
That's all
But
I'm
you
doing.
need to leave the property.
I am already left. I'm on the sidewalk. That's it.
All right. But let me just explain. If they catch you back over there.
I'm not going back there no more, bro. That's it.
All right, so totally.
That's it.
All right, but so away from this situation, what was the purpose of you going in there?
I'm
curious.
I'm working on a story. I'm doing an investigation on the building here and the police department in Fort Myers. That's all I'm doing. In public property, there should be a sign there. And don't erase that, sir. Now I'm gonna go for you, request your phone. You can't do that while you're working on the money. I don't want nothing to do. I don't want to speak to you. You were a tyrant.
I'm talking to you, so go ahead and keep on.
Don't erase that. I'm gonna FOIA request. I'm going right now. I'm going right now. I'm not going back in.
Back on that property,
I'm not.
You will be arrested.
I understand that. I understand that. You guys can get back to work, man.
All right.
Have a good day.
No,
Nah. Have a good day.
started walking through.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, but I left when you told me. I left when you told me, so don't play that game. I left under warning. That's it. That's how the law works. You guys want to play this game? Do you know how the trespass law works? You should know that. All right. Have a good day, guys. I walked out. That's the way it works. Hold on. Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
If you want to keep on walking, you can keep on walking.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just want to know if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. It doesn't matter.
You want to give me your ID?
Dude, I'm not giving you ID. Why would you do that?
It just be that simple.
Nah, this is not the way the law works. I'm not letting you violate my rights. I'm not doing that.
And I'm not trying to.
I know, but you're asking me, and you know how the trespass laws work.
I'm not forcing you to do it.
All right, well, I just don't want to talk to nobody, and I'm still talking to you here. That's it. Have a good day, man. Can you tell them that I'm good? They want to get my ID and shit.
He started walking.
I left. Yeah, but he doesn't like the way I'm speaking to him. So
Tell me. Hi.
I don't know who you are, man.
My name is Captain Lineberger. I'm
All right.
captain with the Lee County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, fine.
My 5-digit is 02110.
No problem.
I was on the campus.
That's fine. I left
So
when they
you
told me.
into the property there.
Listen.
Okay, first off, that is trespassing on a school
No,
property.
listen.
That is
There's
school
no
property.
signs there. You want to play this game? Do you
Okay.
want? Let me call my lawyer real quick.
You got 8. Call them.
No,
Please,
no,
please. Get on the
there's
phone
no
and call
sign.
them.
Hold on.
While you're on film.
Hold on. Am I being detained?
Yes, you are being
For what
detained.
crime?
For disruption of a school function.
Disruption. I walked in there.
8 people
Hold
are
on.
out here because you were on the
Oh,
campus.
yeah, but I left.
Okay.
Let's talk one-on-one first.
No.
You talk.
Let's talk the YouTube world that you're on right now.
Listen. I'm not on
School
YouTube.
campus. Well, I don't care what world
Okay.
you're on. Okay, you were on a school campus.
And I left when he
You're
told me
saying
to.
It's okay.
I left.
School campus. That is acceptable.
This is what.
The situation intensifies the moment officials order him to leave the property. The cameraman complies immediately, backing away while repeatedly reminding everyone that there are no visible trespassing or restricted access signs posted near the entrance. Despite his compliance, officers continue following him even after he reaches the sidewalk. That detail becomes central to the argument. The man insists he obeyed the warning instantly and therefore should not face further enforcement. Officers, however, continue pressing for identification and discussing trespassing statutes. One officer explains they merely want to issue a trespass warning, so he cannot legally return. The cameraman refuses to provide identification voluntarily, arguing that under trespass law, refusal to leave is the critical factor, not mere presence. While remaining outside the property line, he accuses officials of escalating the encounter unnecessarily. What should have ended with a warning instead becomes a prolonged standoff centered entirely on legal interpretation and police authority.
Okay, for what crime? For what school? This is an elementary school? I've done my research, dude. I done my research, dude. And I left when he told me to. I left when he told me to. That's how the no, it doesn't.
It does not matter. You were on a, you were trespassing.
That's public property. Okay, listen, listen, hold on. You're not listening to me. There's no signs. Where are the restricted signs? That's where it's gonna get you guys at. There's no restricted signs. There's no trespassing signs. Where? What statute is that?
It does not allow you to trespass on the school.
Where does it say the statute there? How am I supposed to know that?
So
Where?
you're saying every law has to be posted publicly.
How am I supposed to know that's public? That's private in there, honestly. So when I went in there, you're not letting me talk. When I went in there, he told me to leave and I left. And I
I
left.
would like to know the lawful reason you were on a school property.
Lawful reason.
Lawful reason you were on a school property. You were not invited. You're not a student there.
But
You're not a guest.
what? Is that a high school?
That is a,
That's where you guys train, right?
that is what
Okay.
is a school property. It's owned
Okay.
by the Lee County School.
Listen, that's where you guys train, right? Okay then. I went inside the parking lot. I wasn't even intending to go in the building. I went to taking video. He came out. He told me you gotta leave the property. That's fine. There was no signs. I left right when he told me to. That's all. I'm out. That's it. I'm out here. That's how the law works.
Several people that showed you on the property. Okay?
I left.
So
That's
right
their
now,
problem.
You are detained pending an investigation.
What investigation for what?
Crime of trespassing on school.
How is that a crime if you guys... No. You are wrong, bro. I left when he told me to. So you guys are training here.
This is not an interview. This is me.
Okay, okay.
Listen, I'm video hosting.
That's fine.
Listen,
Yeah, because I'm going to
listen,
request
time
all
out,
this.
just listen to me.
All right.
You cannot trespass on any school grounds. And if you're in a K through 12 atmosphere, you're basically in violation of 500 feet school safety zone.
Listen, this is not a high school. This is not an...
owned by the school district.
But who owns the school district? There's no signs there. I have a right. This is a sidewalk. Yeah, how am I supposed to know that's private and restricted, sir? That's how it works. And I left when he told me to. I came over here to the sidewalk and I'm gone. That's it. Am I still being detained? Am I still being detained? I already told you what happened. I have it on video, so I'm exercising my rights, dude. That's all I'm doing. That's it. It's that simple. Yeah, but they want to put me in handcuffs.
No, they just don't want you on that property.
I said I'm not going on there. You guys are still here bothering me, dude.
No, they don't want you on that property anymore. So we're just
It's
trying
fine.
We were trying to issue a form of...
That's not the way the trespass laws work. If I don't leave under threat of arrest, then you get my ID. Or not under threat of arrest. If I don't leave under warning, that's how it works. No. That's it. I'll leave, man. I'm leaving anyways.
Right now, you have committed a crime.
What crime did I commit?
10.097. Any person who does not have legitimate business on the campus or any other authorization, license, or invitation to enter or remain upon school property.
For what?
School property.
Hold on.
Now,
Where's the signs, though?
Is a student or is a student currently under supervision or expulsion.
So you guys...
And who enters...
You guys train where there's young students here? Come on, man. You guys want to play this game? All right.
Trespass on the school ground facility and is guilty of a misdemeanor of the second degree, punishable as 77508 or 77508.
Where is...
Now I've explained.
Where is this? Okay, listen.
It doesn't.
I left on the threat. I left when he told me to leave. So how am I supposed to know that? Yes, they do.
Ignorance of the law is not.
No, it's not ignorance.
As more officials arrive, the confrontation shifts from verbal disagreement into formal detention. A sheriff's captain informs the cameraman that he is now being detained for disruption of a school. The man immediately pushes back, arguing that the facility is not a standard K-12 campus and that he had already left when instructed. Officers cite school safety statutes and explain that the building falls under school district property protections regardless of signage. The cameraman repeatedly asks what specific law he violated and insists that without posted warnings, a reasonable person would not know access was restricted. Body cameras roll while backup gathers nearby, increasing the pressure dramatically. The argument circles endlessly between two competing views. Officers rely on statutory authority connected to school property. The cameraman focuses on procedure, claiming compliance with the warning should have ended the matter immediately. Neither side backs down, and the atmosphere grows increasingly hostile with every passing minute.
If there was a sign, I wouldn't.
Okay, now I am lawfully asking for your identification to investigate the crime of trespassing, which I've just described to you.
I left under threat of under threat. Right when he told me to leave, I
Still
left.
on the campus.
No, I
Still
left.
on the campus.
You guys want to do this? Play this game? So if I don't give you the ID, you're gonna take me to jail. Say it on camera.
I am going to take you to jail for trespass.
If I don't give my ID.
Property, if you do not give me the ID.
Under threat of arrest, I'll give you my ID. Under threat of arrest. What was your name again?
It is Captain.
That's not the way the trespass laws work, man. You gotta leave under warning. That's what I did. You still want my ID for this? It doesn't matter. I left under range of where, sir? Where? Yo, this is ridiculous. I don't want to hear nothing.
It is owned by the school district.
Yes, it's taxpayers' building. I know that. It's not a high school.
I understand that.
So then?
It's still owned by the school district. If you go onto the school district, you don't have any business being on the school district property.
I have business. Now, I don't go to elementary or high school. I'm not gonna do that. I'm coming to investigate you guys. This is why I record you fools. You. This is why I do this, dude. I'm gonna FOIA request that. Absolutely, I'm gonna do that, dude. So if I don't give it, you're gonna take me to jail.
You have committed a crime that
I left when he told me to. That's the way it works. It doesn't matter,
read the statute.
dude. You guys, I don't want to speak to you no more. Kick rocks. Get out of my face, dude. That's the way it works. That's it. I'm giving my ID right here. All right, nah, man. You just violated the crap out of my Fourth Amendment right, dude. And you don't know damn nothing about trespass laws. When you don't leave on the warning is when you can get my ID. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. Nah, the statute don't mean damn thing when there's no signs there. And even if there was a sign there, I gotta leave under warning, dude. And that's exactly what I did. I don't care what you read me. It doesn't apply right now because I walked out when he told me to walk out. I have it all on video. I'm filing complaints on you. I'm FOIA requesting that shit. I'm filing complaints on all you guys. And I'm gonna FOIA request his phone that he took video of me right now. The other dude, the other tyrant behind you. Because when you take video and picture when you're working for the money on the government, yeah, you can. That becomes public record, dude. Exactly. It's a FOIA request. 119, listen.
What I'm asking is, I'm trying to help you out.
Nah, man, listen. 119 is a FOIA request like public records. That's 119. I know my shit, bro. You guys just violated my rights, bro. I'll give you my ID. I don't want to go to jail right now. I'm not doing that shit right now. I'm not taking the arrest, but all I need is a threat of arrest on the fucking on the camera. That's all I needed, dude. You guys are wrong, dude. You guys are wrong. I left when he told me to. Under warning, immediately I left. He told me to walk out. They walked behind me like a bunch of thugs, surrounding me like you're trying to intimidate. Come on, man. I didn't come here for this. I came to take video and I was gonna leave. That's it. There's no signs, dude. There's no signs.
The video from inside the secure areas of
How is that? How am I gonna know that secure is completely open?
say fenced area.
Where? Where is it? Where does it say no trespassing sign? Where does it say it's supposed to have a statute?
What statute is that, sir?
We're supposed to have the trespass statute.
Well, it's legal.
It's not on there. It's not on the fence. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm asking you to educate me.
For what? You're the type that if I try to educate you, won't learn nothing. It won't go drive through your head. I'm just telling you right now that I left under threat, under warning. I left under warning, and you still want my ID. Get out of here, man. Nah, it's not. There's no restricted censored personnel, authorized personnel only. Trespass. If you pass this on the sign, I know what I'm doing. On the fence, I mean, it should be there. There's not one there, dude. That's why I walked in.
Eventually, the officers explicitly threaten arrest if the cameraman refuses to identify himself. That moment changes the entire encounter. The man repeatedly explains that he is only surrendering identification under threat of arrest, not voluntarily. He accuses the officers of violating his Fourth Amendment protections and claims they are misunderstanding how trespass enforcement actually works. According to his interpretation, identification becomes lawful only after someone refuses to leave restricted property when ordered. Officers strongly disagree, insisting that unauthorized presence on school grounds alone constitutes a crime. Frustration boils over as the cameraman calls the officials tyrants and promises to file complaints and public records requests. He references transparency laws, body camera footage, and government accountability, making it clear the encounter will not remain private. While the officers maintain relatively controlled demeanors, the cameraman's anger intensifies as he feels increasingly cornered by what he sees as intimidation tactics and coercive enforcement.
I would have been gone already. I don't come here for this crap. No. Absolutely not. Why would I put my freedom on risk? I already do it recording because half you guys don't know the law. And you guys, I'm not saying you, but you guys just violated my Fourth Amendment right. Yes, you did. I'm filing a complaint on you. I'm gonna hold you accountable now. I'm gonna hold you accountable now. That's it. Look, we got more fucking thugs showing up. For what? I gave my ID. I'm not coming back. I get it. No, yeah, there's no signs. How do I know? That's not even a real school. You guys train there. Well, you guys are training in a high school? Yeah, where's the students at? How old are the students here? Are they under 18? No, they're not. They're not. They're not. Don't give me that. Don't play that game with me. How you doing, man? That's it. I got nothing else to say. You guys are screwed on this one, dude. Not. You've been alright, bro. But you tried. But at least you hear me out. But this, I'm out. But these people don't like that I know my rights. These people like that tyrant right there. This is why my videos blow up. Acting like this kind of behavior. This is why you guys earn the hate, dude. This is exactly why you guys earn the hate. Something like that. It doesn't even matter what it's for. Yeah, I have a platform. And I expose government corruption and dirty behavior like this. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, absolutely. People want to see that. People want to see how, if you guys respect my rights as a journalist to record public buildings, record you guys while you're working in your official capacity. This guy doesn't know a damn thing what he's talking about, you know? But that's not illegal, and I wasn't looking in the cars. I was walking by.
It's still a danger.
Yeah, but it's not a crime. It's not a crime, dude. It doesn't matter. I have a right to look in cars. All you guys' cars. We pay these cars. We'll make sure it's on point. You guys don't have nothing illegal, suspicious. Yeah, dude. So if I do look in the car, what's gonna happen? That's also looking in. Okay, recording inside the police vehicle is loitering and plotting. Where did you go to? Where did you get this knowledge from, bro? Or like, where did you go to?
It can be considered.
No, it's not. It's not the difference. Either it is or it's not. Listen.
You have no business there.
The point of this, okay, but it's not a crime. It's not a crime, dude. And recording, doing my work as a journalist is not a crime, dude. You can't turn this into a crime. And I left under the order. And the order that he told me, I walked out. That's it. You guys just violated my Fourth Amendment right. That's fine. You guys just violated. It's under warning. If I don't leave under warning, and then you guys have the right to trespass me, then you guys have the right to get my ID. But other than that, you guys just destroyed my Fourth Amendment, dude. All of you, and you too for letting it happen. These guys are just trying to find something to hemp me up in right now. This is why they keep huddling up. That's called conspiracy, bro. Conspiracy on me right now. It doesn't matter. I have the right to record the buildings and you guys. It doesn't matter where you guys are at, dude. Nah, I record for transparency reasons, bro. Transparency, accountability, all that shit, bro. Yeah, but you guys redact that. You guys edit that out. You do, bro. Mute. You guys put mute when you guys huddle up. Yeah, I seen that. I request that. I request that a lot, bro. And I know. Yeah, I'm trying to stay calm, bro. But this guy amped me up a little bit. You know, you guys can't be doing that, bro. I left on the right when he told me to leave. I left and I came to the sidewalk. I don't want to escalate. This man right here just escalated, dude. What's your name and badge number, man?
I'm sorry?
What's your name and badge number? All right. I just want to get everybody's numbers here that are in the scene, bro. That's it. This is crazy.
Even after identification is finally handed over, the conflict refuses to die down. Additional officers remain on scene while the cameraman continues debating constitutional boundaries, signage requirements, and the limits of police authority. He argues repeatedly that a lack of visible warning signs created confusion about whether the area was truly restricted. Officers counter that school district ownership itself is enough to establish protected status under state law. The cameraman also accuses officers of huddling together to search for possible charges that could justify the detention retroactively. Meanwhile, The discussion broadens beyond trespassing into transparency, public records requests, and police accountability. The man insists his work as a journalist gives him the right to document public officials performing their duties. He claims the aggressive response is precisely why his videos gain attention online. What began as recording a building has now evolved into a larger debate about government power, citizen oversight, and constitutional enforcement in public spaces.
No, I'm not saying nothing, bro. Nah, bro. You guys, nah, man. Each and every one of you, because you let it happen, dude. You let this happen too. Under warning, I know, yeah, but if you knew, you would have said something, man. That's fine. I left under warning. How many times I gotta tell you guys? He just doesn't know that I know my rights. This guy right here. I don't want to argue, man. You guys just destroyed my Fourth Amendment right. Can I get my ID back? You guys are, I'm not, man. Wait. You guys are clowns, dude. You guys are a bunch of clowns, dude. For real. All you guys. Damn, your demeanor's cool, bro, but you let this shit happen. I hope you learned something new today, because this shit was wrong, dude. This shit was wrong. I left under warning, dude. How do I file a complaint? Hey, how do I file a complaint on that guy, dude? On a director here. How do I file a complaint on these guys? This guy says he's a captain. But he says he's a captain?
He gave you the number.
Yeah, it's on my camera. It's on my camera. All right. Excuse me. Well, how do I file a complaint on this guy? Do I go to the police department? Where's that at? The big building? All right. Have a good day, bro. I'm gonna hold you accountable, bro. Hey, can I get your name one more time?
Captain Lineberger, Lineberger, my 550 02110. I'm with the Lee County Sheriff.
All right, cool. Perfect. Couldn't say it any more clear. Yeah, I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Okay, absolutely. And I encourage you to hold the police accountable.
Nah, you don't encourage nothing. You don't know what the law, the trespass laws are, dude. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're a clown, bro. It's a statue. I didn't say it wasn't, but it's not posted. It's not posted on the freaking sign and the fences, dude. You'll see. I'm gonna hold you accountable for this. God damn it. Ugh. Hold on, guys. I just dropped my card. We've been going merry-go-rounds. On top of not having the signs, I left on the right when he told me to leave. That's how the trespass laws work.
You said we were surrounded, right?
Yeah, you guys bullied me, rushed me out, bro. A bunch of thugs, bro. I didn't pull nothing. You guys pulled yourselves out. Recording like this, the building is disrupting, bro? Really?
We had to walk out to escort you off the road.
That's the... As soon as he told me to leave, I walked out, dude. If they all came out, that's their business. I didn't make them come out. Yeah, I already got it. I got it. Yeah. Dude, that's great. You let it happen, though, man. You guys be all right.
I have the right to trust.
Listen, man. Not if they tell me under warning.
Okay, you can stay here all day.
That's it. And I left. I got my ID for that.
You can stay here all day.
I'm holding. I'm not gonna go to the property, dude. I already got that.
Hang out here, get us a good suntan.
Dude, and your body cams are on, right? All right. I'm gonna FOIA request that. You guys let it happen. You guys is just as guilty.
As the dust finally settles, no arrest is made and no handcuffs are applied, but the tension remains unresolved. The cameraman continues demanding badge numbers, complaint procedures, and accountability from everyone involved. He repeats his central argument again and again. He left immediately under warning, making continued detention and compelled identification unlawful in his eyes. Officers maintain that the school-related statute justified their actions regardless of whether signs were posted or whether he complied quickly. The encounter ends not with physical force, but with lingering controversy and frustration on both sides. One side views the incident as necessary enforcement tied to school security concerns. The other views it as a dangerous example of government overreach against a citizen exercising constitutional rights. And that becomes the final question left for viewers. when recording public institutions leads to detention, threats, and forced identification. Where exactly should the line between lawful enforcement and constitutional overreach be drawn?